Edwards, fetch the coal. We shan't have tea without heat. Yes, heat. That's another point of contention. Heat under my feet as I stand on the large imaginary cast iron pan. If I don't do what she says, she raises the heat. And more often than not, I don't. So she rages more, and things become uncomfortable. I've had therapy. It was essential for untangling a mess of hate and lies that were thrown. Emotions, hormones, hate. I carried on the work. What I mean, once you start, there is no end. The work is just a way to let people know you're damaged. Usually at social gatherings, like a dinner party. Oh, gods. Dinner parties. You must meet my friend. She's going through the same thing you are. You'll have plenty to talk about. Untrue. Fact. No one goes through what you do. They can't. Too many variables. Your path, like your face, is unique. You sit awkwardly, a little too tired to know what to do. We talk politely about, well, the weather. The conversation ends abruptly. We didn't get on, but then why would we? That lump of coal, feeling the iron fist of Ares. Not yet. A diamond. Owen, is the tea ready? Edwards, fetch the cake. I feel the pull of the ancestors, 100 years past. Simple, plain, an era uncomplicated by unnecessary ingredients. The romance of nostalgia for a time we've never known is greatly appealing. A dream where we sit amicably, mature, take tea, yes, that cup, no coal, and no diamonds either. Maybe cake. And yet, I look down, and no, it cannot happen. No matter how real the dream, or the intention, or the wish, she cannot admit to the wrong she's done. No apology. Is that guilt or shame? Do you not see? You can't. Your story makes no sense if there is an apology. And I have to keep my barriers raised. I have no choice. A flurry of tiny arrows fly towards my face, like those of a cacti. I'll try holding him for it. Can you see? Can you see? No, she's getting very angry. That's true. You don't want to see yourself like this. It's ugly. And it is. But it is the truth. I sigh. I meditate. And so I close my eyes and fall back into the dream state where we sit once again as adults and take tea. Hey. I keep thinking I'll wake, and this will all be a wicked dream. But the aches and sores still fresh remind me it is real. I stop, take a deep breath, and know, at least, I'm alive. They say diamonds fall as cold. It's a distant ancestor. Edwards, fetch the call. Shan't have tea. Yes, heat. That's another point of contention.
And I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me okay? Whew, that went on a bit. Good evening, you beautiful people, and welcome to Jamming in Jimjams with me, Jason, the GetJervis. How's everybody on this fabulous Sunday evening? This, what is it? It's a lunar eclipse. Did you see it? Did you? Have you seen it? It was a couple of hours ago. I saw a little bit of it, but it was sort of behind clouds. Anyway, let's have a quick look at see who's in the chat. Mike sounds good, apparently. Who is this Mike? He's my uncle. He's a Boeing. Anyway, hey James Dyson. Enjoyed your stream earlier. Beautiful sounds from the Cherry Audio CS80. Obviously, I've kind of hinted at that sort of textural thing with what I was doing, but not quite as luscious as your sounds. Grace, hello. Too cloudy, yeah. Hey Andy Synchrotron, Synthpotamus, I didn't know. I feel so weird today, lunar eclipse. Yeah, you're gonna. Tanith, hello. Your TV. Thomas Yon, hello. Thank you, sir. Awesome jam indeed. Thank you. Hey Biscuit, what up? This is good. I'll let you into the secret in a minute. Things have changed. So John, how you doing? I sing, good to see you. Who else is in the chat? Doomonga. Wagoo? I can't see Wagoo. Is he here? Is he? Oh, maybe he was here earlier. I don't know. Maybe he's not here, but where is Wagoo? Surely Wagoo. Yes, there's Wagoo, number two. Number two, Wagoo. Oh, hello, steady on. Easy now with that thumb of yours. And yes, who else have we got there? Did I see? No, I didn't see. Man with beard. There's John. Okay, well, hello and welcome to this evening's Jamming in Jimjams. I hope you enjoyed that little... hey, the Wookiee, what up? I hope you enjoyed your sub rumblings with that. Hey, Cornish. I think I've said hello to you all. If not, then... You know the drill, drop us a like. If you're a lurking gherkin sat somewhere, relaxing peacefully and can't, just reach over and like the video. If you're a lurking gherkin later. A later lurking a gherkin a gherkin that lurks later. Drop a comment. I do enjoy listening to what you think. Obviously, you can't communicate with me live, so that's quite nice to have that afterwards. Anyway, thank you all. And if you're here now, drop a like. And yeah, we love that. Anyway, excuse me? Jackson 5 already? Really? Well, what have you been doing today in that storm that we had? Thunder and lightning it were this morning. Like an eerie sound amongst the trees was the cat that played keyboard and stuck his arse in my face. And then wafted. It's like you're wafting the smell. I don't want to smell your butt. Wafty face. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. With the laughter emojis. I'm not your friend now. Where's Tom? What's Tom actually doing? He came in, jumped up, lurked around, and he's gone away. Hang on, we got. Should we do the Mega Dreamies? Sorry, Tanith. I know that's going to make your cats go wild. I'm trying to lure Tom in. He's gone. All right, I will drop some on the desk for you then. Right, okay, hang on. Whoa, whoa! Calm down, calm down. There you go. Tom, you've missed it. It's gone now. It's not coming back out again. Right. Also, ooh, what are you drinking? I've got a licorice and peppermint tea. Fancied something different to the chamomile, which I normally drink of this time of the evening. Oh God, do you know, I spent so long over there tidying up underneath there, and I did a little bit under here. It's still, you don't want to look under there. It's like cables for days. I don't know why. I don't know why that's a thing, but it just does with me. We take a cable off and throw it at the floor. I've got boxes under there with cables in them, and I still drop it on the floor and don't put them back away. What's that about? Dude, you're sitting on Robbie again. Yeah, don't at me. You ate that like you hadn't had any tea. You've had tea. And you know damn well you have, you greedy little beast. Rustling on mic. Could be Reist. Well, it's because it's underneath my... Yeah. Alright, okay. I was just trying to be discreet with the microphone. How's that? That'll be better. But I mean, I suppose now we're actually into the chat part of it. It's less bothersome. Yeah. Right. I can't see any of the chat now because you're completely in the way. It's always raised in... I'm sure we do this every blooming week. And I always do that, and it's just not saving it. I think that's what it is. Is that better? Sod off, Baldrick. I think do you know what? Tom's definitely Percy. My lord. What? Or actually, he could be the Prince Regent. That's my favourite. Will you, right, okay, as beautiful as you are, back to your zone. Oh, you've unplugged yourself, have you? What have you done with the camera? Why is it not working? Oh, it is there, it's just... Look at his twitchy tail. And he's absolutely, he's got wet, hasn't he? Oh, you're now out of... oh, my goodness. I've just... Sorry, guys. I'm fiddling around with some of the camera stuff earlier as well. So, oh, don't feel sick. Different guitar there. Yeah, I know. Right. Oh, wrong way. Is that the wrong way? Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm really confused. Just want to give you the full picture. Jackson. There you go. Right. We'll go back to this now. Housekeeping. Oh, hang on. Did we... Oh. I asked you what you were drinking and then I completely ignored you. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't intentional. I was distracted by a big fat white cat who thinks he hasn't had enough food. Why do they think that? I'm starving! You're not. You've eaten twice today. Come on. I suppose that's just what it is. And I suppose winter's coming. Winter is coming. Doing that sort of... Oh, he's gone now. So let's have a little look. Diddling fine. The Wookiee, thank you. Yeah. Shampoo for the Wookiee. Otherworld Brewery's Red Out, Gunpowder Tea Sour Beer. That's a lot of ingredients. I'm just going to say it there, icing, but that sounds delicious. Tastes as good as it sounds. Tastes as good as it sounds? I think it might do. Sync. Hey, Recon, what up? It's weird business. Lime and mint cordial. Oh, hello. Ginger cordial and a large glass topped up with cold water. That sounds nice, Gracie. Right, so loving Jackson's composition. Yeah, thanks, Steve. 50s horror music with Jackson. I think it was that. Cat jamming. Yeah, rum and black for Steve. Horizontal can't drink. Probably a wise thing not to try if you're horizontal. Tart cherry juice, Synthpotamus. Nice. Small rig iPhone holder, said Biscuit. It's what this? It's not really. It's not an iPhone holder, but it's Ulanzi, and a small rig thingy and a small rig thingy. That's what I used to have my phone on there. I don't need my phone now, so the back channel's in front of me. I've changed the way I do things. Oh, before we go on, some of you already know that if whilst we're here, we have the wonderful Steve as our moderator, who will use the back. You know, if I just unplug this, my feet will stop slipping on it. I've got to sort out underneath this chair because I've got a cable ramp, and it's not good. So I'm going to run the cable up and across and down. You know, it's as good up as it is down. That's what they say. If they don't say it, they do now. So anyway, so if you have any questions, please, not one, not two, not three, but 4 Qs. In a mind. And to answer your question, synchrotron. Oh, hang on. Who asked me if it was a trademark? Yeah, Paul Holmes. Yes, it is. That's my trademark. So I think most people just do the 1 Q, right? Who does 2 Qs? But 4Q for you is me. Yeah, I think it's just, you know, it goes with the channel, doesn't it? It's a bit quirky. Right, there is no shame in Poundland coffee. That's what they say, Synthpotamus. If you're eating it raw with a spoon, I think is the best way to do it. Field Castle IPA. Oh, that sounds good. Highland Spring biscuit. Nice. Front channel. Back channel. Side channel. You've got. Don't pretend, Andy, that you don't know what that is. You've got Steve as well. He loves his back channel. Oh, I should have gone at this one. Oh, I could have. It's upside down.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Get it out. Get it out.
Love that. Anyway, sorry. Oh, we do, don't we, though? But we do. Anyway. Oh, I say. Everyone's got Steve via the back channel nowadays. That's right, James. You've got him as well. And symptoms of reality in the chat, probably not, but if they are, they have you too. He gets around a bit, does Steve? So any questions, 4 Qs to Steve, he will forward them to the back channel, which used to be on my mobile phone, which was far away. Now then, bit of a cabinet reshuffle in the studio. That was a bit naughty because I was meaning cupboard reshuffle, not a cabinet reshuffle, but obviously cabinet sounds like very political. I don't do politics. It's a waste of time. Anyway, bombshell, drop the mic, exit stage left even. Yeah, so we've got some questions already lined up. I'll answer those in a minute, but what I will just, I've been using an iPad on a stand. It was initially, how did I do it initially? In front of me, and then I had my phone on a stand, and it was just really cumbersome. So I figured that every time I wanted to do something for the mixer, digital mixer, my computer screen's there. That's where I do my computer work, right? This is where I've got my my live stream station here, so I can check on the cameras and I can do things here. And I've got an iPad and then a phone on. I improved it by putting it on that, but it's still all, you know, small and weird and stuff. So I decided that I'd get another screen on the stand with a Visa mount, Visa I'm going to say Visa. Vesa mount. that would have two S's, wouldn't it? V-E-S-S-A would be Vesa. Visa would be V-I-S-A. So what's Vesa? Visa. 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 I'm going to stop saying those words. It just sounds bonkers. If anybody knows how to pronounce the correct way to pronounce Visa, anyway, so it's on a Visa mount on my mic stand right in front of me. So now I've got the back channel there. I've got the chat there. It's going to be really handy when I do ProSynth Network as well, because generally I have to use a laptop, and this is going to mean that I can actually monitor myself through my headphones, which has been a real pain in the posterior, because I don't think StreamYard doesn't allow you to monitor. So you put your headphones on, you can hear whatever you're doing, but you can't hear yourself. Which Gracie and I both like, why does this not work? Vesa. Yeah, so it is Vesa. Yeah, so Steve says Vesa, so that's good. That's what I was, not Visa, Vesa. Yeah, I said Visa, I said both. Okay. Well, we'll call him Vesa from now on then. Vesa from the Vesa. No, we're not going to talk about monitoring ourselves again, because I'm just going to do it through my mixer. And that'll be great, because the microphone... I don't know, I'm doing it again, ProSynth this Friday, so I've got time to figure it out. Just get used to hearing your own voice through headphones. It's disquieting when you can't hear yourself, but you can hear others and you're talking. You feel, it feels, I don't know, it feels like you're in solitary confinement and then you're in a padded cell. No one can hear you scream. Speaking of which, anybody watching the Alien series? Alien Earth. What's your thoughts on that? I've started watching it because I'd run out of series, and I thought, do you know what? I love Alien, but I'm scared. I think I'm at that point where I'm scared to have the things that I love ruined. You know, I was a little scared of the new Cardiacs single. Second single set me straight, and I love them both now. I'm very scared of Lamb Lies Down on Broadway's remix. Very scared of it, because they did such a bad job of both Supper's Ready and Lamb Lies Down on Broadway album. And that's my signature album, I suppose. The one album I've got on every format. So I don't want to hear the 50th anniversary version of it. I'm scared. So I was scared to watch Alien Earth. I think they did a good job. Couple of things that sit oddly with me is the use of a modern, well, let's say modern, their Dio, a couple of, at the end of the show. And then they had, I think, not Alice in Chains, Jane's Addiction or Porno for Pyros, one of those great bands at the end. So it's sort of like, oh, okay. I've kind of got used to it now after 4 episodes, 4 episodes. Anyway, so what do we see? Hey, KB5. And that's from A Dubious Start. It's very tasty and refreshing. And I remember it to add fresh mint. Oh, I love fresh mint. No spoilers, Bert. No spoilers. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm enjoying it. I hope you do too. When 8 episodes, right? So we're on episode 6 this Tuesday. Hello. Hi. You. Oh. I don't like, it's too big. Bye-bye. Huge. We used to call them daddy long legs, but that's not a daddy long legs, that's a crane fly. A daddy long legs is the spiders. Dude, you can go. You're freaking me out. Not that I'm going to freak out live on air in front of a studio audience. It's not going to happen. Bored with aliens. Oh, you're not bored with aliens. Come on, Steve. This, I think, does what Andor did for Star Wars, I think, in that it kind of puts it back. It's a good storyline. I think if you've not seen it, Steve, and you have got Disney, give it a watch and forget the sort of Prometheus films. I mean, Prometheus was good, but then they just got, I don't know, it just seemed to lose its... But they're always, it's like anything else, isn't it? It's we have high expectations for something we have no control over. You know? Just saying. Jar Jar Binks. The biggest, everyone's shouting, no spoilers. Well, let me tell you, Krusty, there's this one bit. I am not going to be that guy. Yeah, no, I've enjoyed it more. I've enjoyed it more than I thought I would, and more than I was led to believe that I would. I read the review of the first episode, and I went, nah, I'm not going to watch it. Anyway, yeah, that's all I'm saying about Aliens. Let's look at the questions. We have quite a few. So the first question was from Biscuit. Hello. There was no question mark on that. Is that a statement? Have you fixed your knob? Andy, I have fixed my, of course, social media. I fixed my knob. And I didn't manage to fix it to the thing. It was perfect repair. So very happy with that as a repair. Let's just get it down. Yep, so it's that one there. It all went back together really nicely. I have, and I don't know whether to do it live this week or to do another topic. It didn't really do much last week's for numbers, which is, I don't do it for numbers, I do it because I enjoy doing it, but it's just like, oh, really? Was it the AI thumbnail? I think it was the AI thumbnail. I'm gonna do a proper one with just me and Jackson with a soldering iron. Not a live soldering iron, because that would be cruel. Dude. And I'll replace that, and I'll do that for just in case. Well, I think it would be useful to have that for, you know, anyway. So yeah, so the certainly the Nextel repair is complete, and the faceplate of the microwave looks fabulous. I've got, it was even picked up. I posted it on Insta. It was even picked up by and shared by Waldorf themselves. So that's quite nice. I'll do another one. Maybe they'll send me some knobs, because that's the thing I haven't got. Anyway, right, so that was one question. Were you playing neck, bridge, or both pickups on the guitar? Neck. For that kind of stuff, the clear, clean stuff, always neck. That guitar's got, it's been, whoever had this guitar had it split, hollowed, and re-glued. It's not an amazing job, but it has that kind of lovely semi-solid sound, like a thin line, which you wouldn't normally get with those guitars, because they are made of solid ash, I think. Really heavy, really, you know, I want the bass. I love the bass, and that would be great. I also think maybe at some point, so these sort of jams, it'd be really good to have something like an RC505 Recon style. You know, I thought about that the other day. I thought, that's, you know, such a cool thing. Anyway, moving on. Can you have a dreamy, please, Andy? Nearly time for bed. You don't need a snack before bed. You'll have weird dreams. Maybe you want weird dreams. So yeah, QQQQ Paul Holmes is a trademark. Synchrotron, sweep picking or pull-off hammer-ons. I can't do either, really. I mean, I pull off and hammer-ons. I do pull-offs quite a lot, but I don't really do sweep picking. I never learned. I was into metal in the 80s, but I just didn't. It took me till the 90s and to go through loving and discovering prog rock, and, you know, whilst that's sometimes some very virtuosic playing, it's not show-off playing. It's playing music for the sake of music, not for the sake of, look what I can do. So that kind of made me just take a step back, and I've always loved atmosphere with whatever I do, whatever kind of music I do. So that kind of stuff was important. And then I enjoyed the death of the guitar solo with grunge, really. Although I did have something, I love grunge. And then, of course, trip hop. Moved to Bristol. That's it, and it stayed in me, and I kind of did that sort of stuff. What are those pickups? Those are the pickups that came with the guitar. That's like toaster tops, almost very. Let's have a little. Let's do that. It's a very. It looks. Hang on, there we go. It's I think inspired by maybe Rickenbacker, and I will get my Rickenbacker out one of these days. One of these streams, I nearly got it, but it's just too damn jangly. So yeah, there they are. And it isn't wired as it would have been wired, but I mean, it's a beautiful guitar, isn't it? Just beautiful, just odd. I think it's this and my maybe the next jam I'll do. I'll use my PV. This is also a 1979 guitar, as well as, and you can see, well, maybe you can't see because it's too, the focus is, but the split is here. You perhaps can see. He's had the back just shaved, cut off, and obviously hollowed out. Tom, have you given up then? You're not coming back? I can't hear him. I'm talking to the ether, hoping that message will just fly into his ear. Yeah, so that's Tanith's question. Yes, the 335. Yes, this. It is. Oh, this. It is new, but it needs work. It needs to be repaired. It was gifted to me. It's not an expensive one, you know. Would have been probably 350 quid. That sort of. It's a Washburn, so it's a nice brand. So I need to repair that, and I might sell it because I don't need it. I've got the PV and the Yamaha are my go-to guitars, but I wanted to use it tonight and I plugged it in nothing. So I knew it needed work, but I didn't think it needed that much work. And you know, if anyone knows how hard it is to work on any guitar, they'll know that a 335 is one of the most difficult ones because, of course, it's just to get everything out. So it's going to have to be a complete teardown. Maybe we should do that live. A no synth network teardown of the guitar. Anyway, so QQQQ board. Stop typing. I can't see. I got bored with Alien Earth a few minutes in. Did you? No, John, go back. The first episode, I nearly gave up. Watch. It gets better. Certainly, the episode I've just watched, it's developing nicely. It's almost like what are we? Yep. Anyway, Mr. Jervis, Synthepotamus, do you get into any computer programming, DIY type synth stuff? Yes, I don't. The closest I got to programming was in my day job. I did a bit of SQL report programming, which I quite enjoyed actually. And then I was using a different, when I was writing manuals for Arturia, I used a bit of software there, which looks like code. It's not, but I had to do some stuff with that. DIY synth stuff. Yeah, I prefer the sort of physical act of soldering, and I do love that. So yeah, I did a video. There's a video here somewhere on the channel. One of the later ones of me building two Bifaco, a mixer and an output. Rich, I did film me building Flow, or was it Ebb? Which one was it I built? I can't remember now. To do a video, I never got around to it. But you know, that's going to have to change. I'm going to have to get into some shorts. I think shorts will be a good one. Set it up, blah blah blah, boom, job done. Whack it out. Right. What else? Bear me in mind for the 335. I do need to mention. No need to mention on screen. I'll do you a good price. I'll do you a very good price. Steve, well done. I have to get it to you though, right? QQQ, can you wait? Come you. Right. Okay. Sorry. Right, the robe. Now that's a smoking jacket that I'm pointing into where it's hung up. You can't see that, but I know it's there. So I've been looking for an extremely specific look. I've been searching for an extremely specific look for jamming in Jimjams, and my main inspiration for this is. He was in The Man of Born. The actor, oh my goodness, I can't remember. From Only When I Laugh. Oh, where's my keyboard? I got a keyboard as well. I can type things in. But will it work? Yes. Okay. And they're based in hospital. So they're three. It's a sitcom in hospital from the late 70s and early 80s. And there's a posh. It looks nothing like him. I'm looking at the picture on screen now. It looks nothing like him, but I urge you to search that. I'm going for the guy with the moustache. He's got a pipe, And let's have a little look. 3 guys. James Bollum. No. Peter Bowles. Now, Peter Bowles is very seriously probably the most British actor I've ever seen on screen. And he always played that slightly upper class sort of guy. To the Manor Born, the Earl of Sandwich. No, he didn't play that. TV series. What was it called? He was in everything when I was growing up. He's on everything. So Peter Bowles was my inspiration. And the smoking jacket was close, but it wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't silk pajamas. And I wanted silk pajamas. And I think the cravat was a gift from Gaz, the purple one. Then I realised after having that I already had a gold cravat. So I was buying so the whole jamming in Jimjams thing has been really building up for this moment. So I walk into a charity shop because I spend a lot of time in and out of charity shops because you get some amazing stuff. I haven't got anything here, but and for you give money to charity, mate, and that's good. I don't know why I'm doing it in Aussie accent. So I'm always looking. Now the navy blue, those pajamas came from Cats Protection League, wouldn't it be? Oh, they were new. They weren't expensive. They weren't even a great quality. But I was desperate for a pair of pajamas. So that happened about a year ago. 5, and they've lasted me a long time. The same store. Where did they all go? I found this, which actually, guilty admission, that's not a pair of pajamas, it's just a shirt, but it looks exactly the sort of thing. It looks like pajamas, right? That looks like a set of, and that's what I was after, something silky. So it's too big for me to wear as a shirt, but I thought that's just perfect. So, and then with the cravats, it's like, oh yeah, it's getting there, and that works with both the purple and the gold, so I can switch it up. And this, just polyester-tastic. Look at that. It's just beautiful. Just really, really synthetic. Really beautifully. It's. I don't know what he's trying to tell me. You have been fed. He's going to come back. So yeah, so that's the robe. So I'm very happy to have the robe. And I was going to look. I just took literally before the streaming, I took the label off, and I want to know now. It's going to frustrate me where this, because this it feels like it was a £5. It feels like it should have been so much more. Oh, it's Mind. Oh yes, I love Mind as a charity shop. I actually really appreciate the charity as well. But yeah, so it's Mind. They're my 2 favourites, Mind and the Cats Protection League. So anyway, pray silence, please. Jackson's tickles. Oh. You're out of focus, mate. It's just, I don't like it. Oh. You want that in focus. There you go, look. You do need a wash as well, you filthy beast. Let's get that off the table. This is the sort of... Oh. Is he playing keyboards again, or is he... Actually looks better from the front this time. Right. Right. Can we get back to the chat? There's some more questions in there. I know there are. You're in the way. Now you're out of focus if you're there. You can be in focus here, look. I know. Right, fish breath. Okay. All right. Come on. Come on. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. All right. Muted? Oh, for God's sake, that bloody tail. Who's muted? Am I muted? No keyboard sound. Good. Oh, don't forget your biscuits. I always forget my biscuits. Yeah, where are my biscuits? Right, so I baked like a lot this week because I hadn't baked for a couple of weeks for whatever reason. I made some great, it would have been 2 weeks ago. That was the last time I baked. So I baked this week and I made some carrot cakes. And I couldn't find the recipe I normally use and the carrot cake cupcakes. And it wasn't great. So I made I found the recipe and I made those again. That was good. A bit chunky for this time of night. And I also made my favourite, excuse me. My favourite, would you? Right, I'm just going to stop him from putting his head in it, all right? Don't worry, dude. So I made my favourite raisin oat cookies on the left. Unfortunately, my oven, I've had a busy weekend with appliances, but yeah, it's that point where all the appliances start to sort of give up the ghost. So oven's given up the ghost, but it burnt them, so they're slightly burnt. Anyway, I also decided to try a different recipe for my biscuits for cheese, and I've made what can only be described as slightly salty hobnobs. If you don't know what a hobnob is, I'm sorry for you. So let's give it a little bit of a taste on screen. So this is let's just show you the proper. No, I did just show you how good that looks. It's just wholesome, isn't it? Wholesome. All natural ingredients, no synthetic, nothing organic where possible. Actually, it is organic because it's spelt flour, not organic oats though. Oh, was it yesterday I baked those? Yeah, it was. Not 2 lots of laundry. Mad tidy up in the kitchen. It was an absolute sty. A little bit of organising in my bedroom. Second load of laundry did because the weather was great yesterday, so I did my bedding, thankfully, before the storm, and then lots of kitchen appliance fitting. And baking. Yeah. It is really good. It's more complicated than the ones I normally bake, the Delia Smith ones. I can't remember the name. James something or other made the recipe. Anyway. So there we go. So we've kind of like almost come to the end. But I can't see the chat because there's a big fat white cat in the way. I can't focus you either because you need to be there so people can see you because you're out of focus otherwise. No one wants to see a blurry cat. People want you in focus. And I can what went wrong with the carrot cake muffins? They were just a little bit too heavy. Again, it might have been the temperature in the oven. They weren't as light as they normally are, and that might have been that. I use coconut oil for my carrot cakes. I never use margarine. Don't use margarine with anything. Don't even eat it on you. Don't stop buying it. It's not natural. It's bad for you. But anyway, so I always look for alternatives for oils, and I don't use seed oils either. So it has to be as natural as it possibly can be. So coconut oil, lard, butter, Lard and butter are pretty much my go-tos because they always give you depth of flavour with cakes. It's just really good. So that's my kind of go-to. Biscuits as well. I actually made some oat cakes, which weren't great, and they were just 100% lard. The recipe called for that. And it's like, okay, I'll try this, but it wasn't great. Anyway, so that was that. Da Vinci Girl, I asked for a specific reason. Do you think, GetJervis, you are an avant-garde performer? The point is performing. Explain why. Then I asked the next questions. Performance, avant-garde performer. I don't know. I don't really think about it. I think I'm a performer. I think that's definitely something I think I am. I know I am. Whether it's just being, able to do this. I'm performing now, right? I'm talking to you. There's an element of performance in that, and that's something that's been with me since I was a child. I've always had that that ability, natural ability, and it's not something I've sought, but also falling in love with music, and then that became a natural vehicle for performance. So yeah, avant-garde. I like weird. So if that pushes me into the avant-garde world, sorry, I looked at a question and it's just wrong symptoms of reality. That's just wrong. Stop it. No. Well, mayonnaise. When you say mayonnaise, right? Mayonnaise has nothing to, usually in a jar with the words Hellmann's on the side, nothing to do with olive oil and eggs. That's what it should be made of. It's got, I think, is it 80% rapeseed oil or something? Will you stop with the wafting? Anyway, so yeah, did that answer your question, Da Vinci Girl? Isn't coconut a big seed? Right, I'm going to put you down because you're short, you're fat, you're ugly, and you got a flat face. That's a line from, is it Two Men and a Little Baby or something? Ridiculous, horrible 80s film. No, that's Ghostbusters. That's Ghostbusters. That's Bill Murray. I will not have anything bad said about that man. Apart from he likes golf. That's wrong. Right. I guess if it's 100%, but that's again another layer of complication, because if I'm making mayonnaise before I make the cake, but if it's good, I might try it. If it's good, I will give that a go. Not dissing it at all. It just sounds odd. There's a secret ingredient in cakes. David Byrne's latest song, Avant-Garde. Yeah, I saw the video. I caught myself listening to Talking Heads. Oh my God, I'm tired, right? And enjoying it a couple of days. Actually, yesterday, while I was trying to sort things out, it was on the. It went from, as these things do, from one thing to another. It's like, why is it playing that now? I've been listening to. Started, I think, with yeah, it was. It would have been Stephen Wilson's new album, which is definitely worth a listen. Anyway, Donald Duck, a cookie. Oh, has to have chocolate with it. It is a health snack. Cookie have no chocolate. I said I was going to do this chocolate chip next time, but My Okay, I will. I've just been told that it will upgrade your cakes. You'll always use it after you do. Okay. I wonder why that is. It's the eggs, isn't it? If it's natural mayonnaise, there's an enormous amount of eggs, and it's just eggs and oil whipped together. So you're already putting that in your cakes in a different format. So maybe it's the act of it being creamed and the interaction between the eggs, the extra eggs. Because, of course, more eggs is going to just make it rise, unless you're egg intolerant. Okay, that's for the reason I like to build a team for a song. It's international contest, jury, Jordan rules. Okay, means that there is a live show in November in Amsterdam. I'd like to invite you for the team. Woo! Well, thank you very much, Da Vinci Girl. Yeah, message me on Insta if you know where I am, at GetJervis, if you want to carry on with that conversation. Oh, that's Tom telling me he's caught a mouse. I don't want to hear that. Anyway, so any further questions? Do you use free-range lard, Tannis? No. I like my lard to be where I expect to find it. It's not going to be free-range at all. It needs to be there, where it's put. Do like a bit of lard butties. And dripping. God, I remember my grandfather literally the grill pan, just slathering it on a slice of toast. Brilliant. Oh, do I like to work hard to win the contest? Is my question. I do like to work hard. I'm a hard-working man. Talk to me more. Tell me more information. Let's do that. Amsterdam is far away from Bristol, but we'll talk about it. Right. We are now going to wind down. In botany, a drupe or stone fruit is the type of fruit which an outer fleshy part and a skin skive. Play hard, that's our motto. Skive. I don't skive. I find sometimes difficult getting going, but when I get going, like yesterday, I think I did about 3 days work, and I woke up this morning, and I went to bed early, and I woke up early, and I'm like, wow, I overdid it. I think that's what happens. I kind of like get the sort of, I don't know, neurodivergence, you know? What do we like? We get it done. It's a superpower, yeah, and then it's not. The next day. So I did some stuff, you know. Recorded the voice over, which I tried to do live last week. Yeah, that bit of prose. I'm actually going to do something. I kind of like that rhythmic, hypnotic kind of thing going on. All right. Is this from Alien? Cool. You wrote it, so don't bother. I do not use Insta. Yes. Best way to get hold of me. Facebook? Do you do Facebook? That's Meta again, isn't it? Anyway, we'll figure that out. Maybe if you're on Discord? Who knows? Right. I'd buy that for $1. Oh, I almost, when was that I was going to say that? So was you bandying that around the chat in the end of Pro Synth Network on Friday while I was enjoying motorcycle stuff, not synths? Much more exciting. Not true. I like both. Right. Well, thank you very much for joining me this evening for this crazy half-hour jam. 45 minutes of waffle and chat with cats, with random herbal tea, with cakes and, well, biscuits, and some good chat. I won't go into detail about what I did, but yeah, I think you've kind of asked the questions you wanted to do. A bit of, I need another modular. I need more modular stuff. It's just, actually, it's the Dutch Amsterdam, Holland Amsterdam event. Okay, perfect, Steve. Brilliant. Right, perfect. Let's get this wrapped up. It's Sunday night, which means that it's going to be Monday tomorrow at the beginning of a fabulous week. We've had a flipping lunar eclipse, for Christ's sake. It's going to be a great week. You're going to be like, what is going on? And that's a good place to be. Always stay slightly off balance so that you can, yeah, you know, enjoy balancing. Yeah, always like that fun little bit of being on the edge a little bit, you know? Brings out the best in you. Anyway, so remember to be good to yourselves and each other. And I'll catch you around, because we do swim the pond. Hardware jams tomorrow night. Symptoms of Reality every night. Pro Synth Network Friday. Me Wednesday. Actually, Sonic State Wednesday. I keep missing it because it's on early. But I'll try this week. Anyway, guys, yeah, I'll just waffling on. Let's just play some. Do you know what having having that back. Oh, hello, steady on. Let's focus. I always think it looks like a pair of lips when I see that. Anyway, right. Oh, have I muted everything? Have I muted everything? Oh, I've got no headphones. I am an idiot. Right, I'm going to mute my mic. Night night, guys. Be well.